welcome back to the channel. Japan, a beautiful island nation, is also a place full of spooky mysteries. Tonight we're diving into 10 scary Japanese urban legends that have been told for generations. We'll uncover vengeful ghosts and cursed places, giving you a peek into the darkest parts of Japanese culture. Lock your doors, shut off the lights, and get ready to be spooked as we uncover the scary tales that have kept so many people awake at night. Imagine walking home alone late at night, streetlights making creepy shadows. The air is cold, and the silence is almost deafening. Suddenly you see someone coming towards you from the darkness. Your heart starts to race. It's a tall, thin woman, wearing a long coat that hides her face. Her presence feels unsettling. As you get closer, you see she's wearing a surgical mask, which isn't unusual in Japan. But this mask seems different, almost sinister. But something about her gives you the chills, a deep, instinctual fear grips you. This is Kushisake Onna, the woman with the split mouth, a figure from Japanese urban legends. The story goes that she was once beautiful, but a jealous lover cut her mouth from ear to ear. Her beauty turned into a curse. Now she wanders the streets, her anger and pain echoing through time. Her spirit is restless, seeking revenge. She'll stop you and ask, "Am I pretty?" Her voice is haunting, almost hypnotic. But don't be fooled, there's no right answer. Each response leads to a terrifying outcome. If you say no, she'll show you the terrible scars on her face and hurt you really badly. The sight is horrifying, but saying yes won't save you either. Her smile grows more sinister. She'll take off her mask, showing you her whole disfigured face, and ask, "How about now?" The horror intensifies. So, if you're ever alone on a dark street in Japan and see a woman in a trench coat and surgical mask, turn and run. Your life might depend on it. Our next story takes us deep into Japan's intricate subway system, a place where the mundane meets the supernatural. It's the chilling tale of Teke Teke, a vengeful spirit whose name mimics the eerie sound of her own tragic demise. They say she was an ordinary woman, perhaps returning home from a long day at work or a night out with friends. But fate had something terrible in store for her. While crossing the train tracks, she tragically tripped and fell onto the tracks, right in front of an oncoming train. The train couldn't stop in time and brutally cut her body in two, but her death was merely the beginning of her haunting tale. Consumed by rage, her upper body crawled out of the darkness, her elbows scraping against the ground, producing the haunting Teke Teke sound. That sound became her terrifying calling card, a warning to all who hear it. She roams the train stations and tunnels, forever searching for unsuspecting victims to share her gruesome fate. If you ever hear the teek-teek sound, run as fast as you can because Teke Teke never gives up her chase. She'll pursue you relentlessly, her anger fueling her incredible speed, and if she catches you, you'll meet a fate as horrifying as hers, becoming another lost soul in the subway's dark history. Our next legend is truly scary, Hitobashira, the human pillars. This ancient practice, full of superstition and sacrifice, shows how far people would go to please the gods. Imagine ancient Japan, a time of grand castles, tall temples, and long bridges. These structures often came at a terrible price. People believed that burying living humans within their foundations would make them strong and last a long time. These poor souls, called Hitobashira, were sometimes volunteers, sacrificing themselves for their community. Others were forced into this horrible fate. Hitobashira might be a thing of the past, but the memory of their sacrifice still haunts us. claws tearing into your skin. The pain is excruciating and you realize there's no escape, but choosing blue paper won't save you either. The legend says that no matter your choice, the outcome is always grim. The spirit will grab you, its touch freezing cold and suffocating. The legend of Aka Manto serves as a chilling reminder to always be cautious in public restrooms. Words have power. In Japanese urban legends, few stories show the scary power of words like Tomino's Hell, a cursed poem said to bring bad luck and even death if you read it out loud. This haunting poem tells the sad story of Tomino, a young person who dies and goes to hell. Legend has it that reading Tomino's Hell out loud will bring you bad luck, from small accidents to terrible things. So if you ever see this cursed poem, don't read it out loud. Storytelling gets really scary in The Legend of Cowhead, a story so terrifying that just talking about it scares people who've heard it. This isn't just a scary story, it's a story about a scary story. A tale within a tale that blurs the line between what's real and what's not. Imagine a group of students on a bus trip, getting more and more excited as they travel. To pass the time, the teacher decides to tell them a spooky story. He chooses a story called Cowhead, a legend whispered among kids but rarely spoken out loud. As the teacher tells the story, a creepy feeling fills the bus. The students get more and more scared, begging him to stop. But the teacher, caught up in the story, can't seem to stop talking. The actual story of Cowhead is a secret, too scary to tell. The legend of Cowhead reminds us that some stories are better left untold. Dolls, usually symbols of innocence and childhood, become scary in the legend of Okiku, a haunting story of a doll possessed by the spirit of its dead owner. Our story starts with a young girl named Okiku, who loved her doll more than anything. The doll, dressed in a beautiful kimono, was always with her, but then, Okiku got sick and died. After she died, her family noticed something strange about the doll. Its hair, once neatly cut, started to grow, slowly at first, then very quickly. People started talking about the doll's strange behavior, whispering that Okiku's spirit was living inside her favorite toy. Today, the Okiku doll is kept in the Manenji temple, its hair still growing, a reminder of the love between a girl and her doll. Our homes, supposed to be safe and comforting, become scary in the legend of the girl from the gap. Because in the gaps and cracks of our homes, something evil hides. Imagine being alone in your house, hearing only the creaking of floorboards. As you walk around, you feel like someone's watching you. You look at the gaps between your furniture, the spaces between your doors and walls, and that's when you see her, a pair of eyes, staring at you from the darkness. This is the girl from the gap, an evil spirit that lives in the hidden spaces of our homes. Some say she's the ghost of a young girl who died a sad death, her spirit unable to find peace. If you're unlucky enough to meet her eyes, she'll ask you to play hide and seek. But be warned, this is not a normal game. Deep in the remote, unexplored wilderness of Japan lies the legend of Inunaki Village, a place where normal rules don't apply. People argue whether Inunaki Village even exists, its location a secret. Some believe it's hidden in the mountains, reachable only by a single winding road. Others say it's in a place between reality and imagination, found only by those who are lost. Those who claim to have seen Inunaki Village say it's stuck in time. Old, rundown buildings line the streets, their windows dark and empty. An eerie silence hangs over the village, broken only by the sound of leaves and crows. At the village entrance there's an old sign. The laws and constitution of Japan do not apply here. Inside Inunaki Village anything goes. People say the villagers live by their own twisted rules, doing terrible things. The legend of Inunaki Village reminds us that there are still places in the world where evil rules. Tunnels, with their long, dark passages and echoing silence, have always inspired spooky stories. But few tunnels are as scary as Kiyotaki Tunnel in Japan. Built in 1927, Kiyotaki Tunnel is 444 meters long, a number associated with death in Japanese superstition. Many workers died while building the tunnel. People say their spirits are still trapped inside. As you drive through the tunnel you feel uneasy. The air feels heavy. The darkness seems to close in, and it gets noticeably colder. You might see shadows moving out of the corner of your eye or hear whispers in the wind. Legend has it that the ghosts of Kiyotaki Tunnel are most active at night. They say they appear in car mirrors, their faces twisted in anger and pain. Looking into their eyes, they say, "Will seal your fate." Whether you believe in ghosts or not, Kiyotaki Tunnel is undeniably creepy. Japan, a land of wonder and beauty, is also a place where shadows linger and ancient spirits walk among us. These stories are just a glimpse into the vast and terrifying world of Japanese urban legends. Let me know in the comments what you think of them. They remind us that even today we don't know everything, and some things are better left undisturbed. Sleep tight, and sweet dreams. Or should I say nightmares. Stay tuned to the Wednesday Spooky series.